So some of y'all are out there hating on Apple. I mean, just hating on Apple. Now, while I don't think it makes sense to actually hate on a company, I do have some reasons why you guys have told me over the last year that you can't stand Apple. And some of them are good reasons, and some of them are not. I'll tell you all about them right after this.
This is, you listening to Travis.
What up, players? Welcome back. And for all you new people, welcome. My name's Travis and I do tech videos every single week and have a blast doing them. If that sounds like fun to you, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Anything I talk about will be in the description below. But for now, let's just get into the video. Every time I seem to do a video about Samsung or Apple, the Apple haters come out of the woodwork and just talk about how terrible the company is and why they'll never use their product. One thing I've noticed is no matter how hard of a time I've given Apple, it doesn't seem to hurt Apple people's feelings. Like they come in, they leave a comment and then kind of go away. If you say anything even mildly bad about Samsung, people come out of the woodworks like it's their livelihood. It's really sad. But I digress. There's tons of things that Apple has done over the past several years that have upset people and either have taken people who used to be Apple fans and converted them elsewhere, or have just kept people who've never been Apple fans from ever being Apple fans. I got a list of a couple things. We'll talk about each one and see how many of them actually make sense. And spoiler alert, not all of them make sense. One of the top things I hear is that Apple is greedy. Now we need to break this down into a couple sections because A, every company is greedy. If they're doing good business, they're out there to make money. That's what business is. So this one's kind of a funny one. Obviously, a company wants to make more money, so calling them greedy is a little bit weird. But there are some aspects of this that make sense. Let's talk about, for example, the power adapters in the iPhones. They don't put fast charging power adapters in iPhones that have fast charging. That seems kind of messed up. But is it greedy? I don't know about that. Here's the thing about all of these things, including the pricing of Apple products. Now, let me go into the pricing of Apple products real quick, and then we'll come back to this other section here in a second. Yeah, the pricing of Apple products is not awesome. There's like nothing that's inexpensive in Apple ever, like nothing. Not even cable adapters. And the Apple tax, that is to say the price above and beyond the market value of something, is super huge. I mean, you can get 64 gigs of DDR4 memory for about $400 to $600 depending on the exact quality that you want to get. Yet on the new iMac, they want to charge $1,000. And back to the charger with the iPhone, all other phones out there that support fast charging come with fast charging bricks. And Apple doesn't put them in there. That's pretty infuriating. I kind of get why you would be upset about these pricing issues. But the problem isn't Apple. Believe it or not, you can't really lay the blame on Apple on this one. I know you're thinking, what the heck are you talking about? But it's incredibly simple. Businesses only do what you allow them to do. So that's right. The people to blame are the people that buy the products. Here's the thing. Apple isn't going to offer something that no one's going to buy. Unless it's the HomePod. Yeah, you shouldn't buy that. So the point is this. If people stopped buying the products that are overpriced, if they stopped buying iPhones that don't have fast chargers, they'll be forced to put those products in. Why is Apple going to spend extra money putting a fast charger in a phone when they can sell just as many without doing it and get more profit? That's actually pretty smart business sense. They make more profit per phone. Phones are kind of going down in sales anyway, so you might as well get the profit while you can, right? But I get it, that's kind of infuriating, and it comes off as kind of cocky, which is another thing you guys hate about Apple, that they come off cocky. This is no new thing. Apple has been this way for a very long time, telling people and consumers what their experience should be, which is why it's not open source, which is why it's hard to get anything into the ecosystem, while all these things that are great to be great across the board, like iMessage across all phones would be amazing, it's all inside of the Apple ecosystem. They have no reason to share it. And it's because they want to control the customer experience, and they've been able to do that. One good thing that came from this is the fact they were able to get past the whole problem that we have on the Android side of the equation, where your updates don't come out at the same time everywhere. Apple's updates come out the same time everywhere. And that's because they absolutely control the experience. And I kind of wish Apple, would tell Android how to do that. I mean, come on, Samsung, you're big enough. You could make this happen. But yeah, a little bit of arrogance on Apple's side. I totally get it. Maybe not something that you like them very much for. I'm sure there's other reasons. Make sure you keep putting them in the comments below. I'm sure you guys have a ton of reasons why you don't like Apple, and I might be missing some of the reasons. Another reason you guys don't like Apple is sometimes they don't innovate, or they come up with products that are just kind of dumb. Like Who thought charging a mouse this way made sense? And why does the version 1 of the Apple Pencil charge like this? None of this makes sense. I can't even imagine how this got through a bunch of executives that had to have looked at this product and said, yeah, you can go ahead and sell that. Now that pricing and arrogance leads itself to its purchase of Beats, and now these new Beats earphone things that are $250, no wireless charging. What is this? What? Listen, y'all, there'll never be a time where I pay $250 for some little earbuds that goes to just hook around your ear. No, this is ridiculous. But again, people are gonna buy them. If people would stop buying these things, we wouldn't have to complain about them. There would be nothing to hate on. You don't have to hate on Apple, you have to hate on the thousands of people that go into the store and buy that crap every single day. How about when they announce things with no pricing? Like the things they did in their latest little press conference thing, where they came out with all these great services, you have no idea how much any of it's gonna cost. Apple Arcade, how much is that? Apple TV Plus, how much is that? I don't know. This next one's personal to me. No 4K on YouTube. What the hell, man? This goes for their Safari browser and for their Apple 4K TV, ironically. When you bring up the Apple TV app, you get 1080p. That's all you got. I mean, you can go lower, but you ain't getting no higher. And this is because they won't support Google's codecs for 4K or whatever, which is the dumbest thing on the history of everything. Do they not know that YouTube, you know, the thing you're watching this on right now, is the second biggest search engine on the entire web and one of the best places to watch content? And they give you a 4K streaming box that shows it in 1080p. Thank you, Apple. And let's not forget AirPower. Or maybe we should just forget AirPower. Let's just forget AirPower. Listen, Apple has not made all the best moves over the last many years it's been in business, but then again, no company has. It's amazing to me how many people in America, where I live, absolutely hate an American company and love a South Korean company. I don't get that at all. Regardless, it is a problem for Apple, and they need to start fixing these things. Instead of doing things that seem to just fatten their pockets, which, by the way, as a business, they should do, maybe there's a little bit of wiggle room there to do something better, something more for the community, something more for their customer, instead of just holding back on putting fast chargers in, put them in. I mean, you got the money to do it. I get it. If you're gonna charge people and they're gonna pay for it anyway, go get you some. But some people are dumb. You need to help them out. And it probably won't stop people from hating on Apple. I mean, people are gonna hate on Apple, people are gonna hate on Samsung, people are gonna hate on everything. People are people. Listen, at the end of the day, there's reasons to not like a lot of companies, but I think it's a waste of energy to hate on any company. They're just out there to make money. And if people keep paying them, they're gonna keep doing the same stuff. That includes all companies, even the one that you love. I've talked about how brand loyalty is really incredibly stupid. If you've not seen that video, you need to see it. You can actually watch it up here. Please do yourself a favor. Read that. Don't be pimped. As for me, I'm just buying what the best is out there. I don't care if it's Apple, Samsung, Sony, Microsoft, Nokia? Maybe not Nokia. Probably not Nokia. If this video helped you out in any way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And if it didn't, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I'm here every single week, having a blast. Hope to see you again real soon. Peace and love, peace and love. All right. Did I go to the Apple Store now?